This is a song I wrote with my buddy Raghu Lokanathan. He's one of the best songwriters in Canada. He's actually the previous songwriter, Corin Raymond's favorite Canadian songwriter, Raghu Lokanathan. It's like a love triangle or something. Anyway, Raghu and I were up playing a house concert at our friend's place in Fort St. James, British Columbia. And after the show, we were standing out on the deck, and our host and hostess there, Lionel and Rosemary, were showing us the proposed route of a thing that a company called Enbridge wants to call the Northern Gateway Pipeline. Right within view of their house, they want to run this pipeline to take tar sands oil from my home province of Alberta out to British Columbia's pretty much untouched northwest coast. And there's a lot of reasons to be against this sort of thing, but for Lionel and Rosemary, it's a very close to home one, and it's just that they live there, and they like it the way it is, and they want to keep it that way. I'm very grateful that there are a lot of First Nations people also in the path of that pipeline who are quite determined to keep their lands the way that they are, and are willing to take their activism beyond like just clicking on some internet petition or something. They're working more along the lines of building barricades and bringing guns. Raghu and I, not being gun owners, being songmen, we decided to try and write a song about it anyway. And I'm not going to lie to you people, we started at around 3 in the morning, and we got a little sidetracked along the way. But we did end up with a song for all the places that we live. And I must say, you got a nice one right here. It's called I Live Down Here. Don't you make a tomb of my town. I live down, I live down, I live down here. Don't you make a tomb of my town. I live down, I live down, I live down here. Don't know about forever, but at least for now. I live down, I live down, I live down here. Don't know about forever, but at least for now. I live down, I live down, I live down here. They say it's a dodgy place. I live down, I live down, I live. What do they say? They say it's a dodgy place. I live down, I live down, I live down here. But it's here that I know everybody's face. I live down, I live down, I live down here. It's here that I know everybody's face. I live down, I live down, I live down here. Like that's my friend upstairs with my ex. I live down, I live down, I live down here. That's my friend upstairs with my ex. I live down, I live down, I live down here. That's losing your turn with sound effects. I live down, I live down, I live down here. That's losing your turn with sound effects. I live down, I live down, I live down here. If you've been there, I'm really sorry for bringing it up. Gollum said to young Bilbo, I live down, I live down, I lived out here. Gollum said to young Bilbo, I live down, I live down, I lived out here. She's my precious, don't you know? I live down, I live down, I live down here. She's my precious, don't you know? I live down, I live down, I live down here. Job said to God Most High, I live down, I live down, I lived out here. Job said to God Most High, I live down, I live down, I lived out here. Won't you pick on someone your own size? I live down, I live down, I lived out here. Won't you pick on someone your own size? I live down, I live down, I lived down here. What did the South Dakotan say to the North Dakotan? I live down, I live down, I live down here. What did the South Dakotan say to the North Dakotan? live down, I live down here. A snail walks into a bar, says, I live down, I live down, I live down here. A snail walks into a bar, says, I live down, I live down, I live down here. He says, have you heard my low C sharp? I live down, I live down, I live down here. He says, have you heard my low C sharp? I live down, I live down, I live down here. To the oyster, I live down, I live down, I live down here. The pearl said to the oyster, I live down, I live down, I live down here. I'm not wet, that's just moisture. I live down, I live down, I live down here. I'm not wet, that's just moisture. I live down, I live down, I live down here. That's nice of you to sing that so enthusiastically, Healesville. I don't even know what it means. And don't you make a tomb of my town. I live down, I live down, I live down here. Don't you make a tomb of my town. I live down, I live down, I live down here. And don't you lay that pipeline down. I live down, I live down. And frack off. Don't you lay that pipeline down. I live down, I live down, I live down here. And don't you make a tomb of my town. I live down, I live down, I live down here. Don't you make a tomb of my town. I live down, I live down, I live down here. Oh, don't you make a tomb of my town. I live down, I live down, I live down here. Don't you make a tomb of my town. I live down, I live down, I live down here. Thank you, y'all.